Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Enzo and today we're going to be checking out some tacticfront.io. So we're just going to jump straight into a game, and in this video I'm going to tell you a little bit about my thoughts on the game, explain its type of meta and different features. I know a lot of you are really interested in Tacticfront, as well as just going through some of my thoughts overall on the OpenFront.io variant. So we're going to spawn over here in Russia, kind of classic things. You might be a little bit bored of me spawning like this. And this is the start of the game. So in the bottom left, you can see we've got this reinforcement priority thing. This has confused a lot of people. Apparently how it works is if you have it on the right, you do not send reinforcements of troops. If you send it on the left, you constantly send reinforcements out to 99% of your troop cap. That is what I understand. The idea behind it is supposedly it's about that you get to just maintain battles and stuff like that. With our troop slider right here, you see this little red line. This is what I understand is your troops that are currently out fighting on the battlefield at this point in time. So that's a type of relevant thing. First thing we're going to build a barracks because I think that's relevant for like the workers you get in the game. So the first thing you'll notice with Tacticfront at the start, and you've probably already noted this just from like the video, it's a very, very slow start. Like, the start is so slow, and I think it's because of the different attack metas. You also see this difference with this shield that it was actually implemented in OpenFront at one point in time in the early version 23s that were reverted. That, I guess it just tells you what your defensive levels are. So we're going to keep pushing. Probably the best thing you can know about in order to kind of keep track of when you should be pushing is if you see this number right here. I think most people who've played OpenFront for a while know about this, but when this number goes yellow, it means your growth is decreasing. The other type of thing I'll say is my understanding of this attack meta is that when troops are outside your borders, they do not count towards, or they do count towards like your cap or your growth. So basically, sending out big attacks to try to reduce kind of your troops and be more on the peak of the growth curve. I don't think that works anymore. Yeah, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna build some other stuff. We're gonna build a city right here. You see some different features for the cities. And we're going to play this positionally. You might be a little bit bored with my positional play of like spawning in Russia and just quartering off the back right part of the map, but I think it'll be a little bit easier. So that is most of the kind of introductory stuff. We're going to go and take out Tajik Wilderness right here to the right. Russia's pushing this other direction. The meta is very, 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 very slow. That is what I'd say. That this video, I don't know if it's going to be a good or a bad thing, but it's probably going to be 20 minutes just on the basic difficulty because of how long it takes to freaking push stuff. So thinking about the other stuff we're going to do, we're going to get up some more barracks because I guess that helps us to train troops into workers, which is a relevant thing in this game. The other thing that I think is there's more of a kind of trade-off with troops to workers ratio as opposed to OpenFront, where it was kind of just like workers were kind of a noob thing. Like in this game, you're supposed to have some amount of workers. So we're going to keep pushing here. We're also going to put a lot of our buildings together. We're also going to get a research lab. If you don't know how this works, if you see these different types of numbers in the top left of each of these kind of buildings, what that is, from my understanding, is that is the research level needed to get that building. So we're going to do a big push in here. I do kind of wonder, and maybe the dev will actually watch this. I know he's pretty busy. It's A-Tanner Gaming. I don't know if the same type of push bonuses still apply, like in OpenFront. Many of you probably know if you attack another nation with 2 times the attacking troops compared to defending troops, you get max speed. Don't know if that's the same, but that might be one reason why we can move a little bit faster. We're going to get up some more cities. We're also going to go try to get a port over here, close to Finland, get out to this ocean, and we're just going to keep on getting stuff. So for the research labs, what that does is that upgrades our tech level so that we can get different things. So once we get 2 research labs, we can get out a warship. We can also get out a SAM launcher right there. You see when we get a little bit better gold generation. And we have got the best borders in the game, very clearly, from this crazy, sketchy thing. Splitting is still a thing in Tacticfront, so, I mean, just be careful with that if you are going to go play a game and try to role play and just, like, take all this. So, let's quickly go over here, get out port right here. Let's get out 2 of those ports. You cannot stack the ports. Make sure we don't lose an entire arm, which would be very possible. Besides all this, we'll keep on advancing with our cities. I think at this point we'll probably get a SAM. I don't expect anyone to bomb us at this point, but it could happen. There's also a bunch of different scaling with like the cost of things, like warships get a lot more expensive and stuff. So we're going to keep on playing like this. Get up our SAM launchers here. Let's get up one more research lab just so we can get to the next level. We've got the most weird borders. I actually have to push right here. I have to push this Norwegian assembly just because of that. That I cannot allow them to just cut off all of these different parts of me. So, in terms of the strategy with this, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm gonna keep on going for city stuff. You can also see there's a research tree, which has some cool things. So there's, like, radar stuff that affects, like, radar. I think it helps your SAMs target stuff. There is this, which is for SAMs, which is going to make them a lot more defensible, and that could be really relevant. We got pop growth type of things. The Metropolis type of thing is actually, I think, pretty good. They're supposed to be good. Survivability, this is for missiles and silo reload. We can get these high-efficiency turbines. We should have been pushing, to be very honest, because we want to get a little bit more progression. But we can get up a nuclear power plant, which would be cool. I kind of wish with these things, like if they got hit, we'll also put a hospital there. We don't want to see people bombing hospitals, but that happens in real life, man. Happens in real life. I wish that if you hit these, I wish there was like a big trade-off of like that they'd blow up or something like that, but that hasn't been included. So the general thing of the game, it's very slow. It's very methodical. If you saw my other video on the variants, which I think most people did, the spirit of the game has been like Hearts of Iron 4, which I have not played, but I know from just like general knowledge that it's very, very complicated. So we're going to keep pushing here, keep on putting out this type of stuff, and kind of just going over my first thoughts on the game. The first thing I'd say is I think Tactic Front's a little bit slow. Like you can see, we're at 5 minutes, and I'm still taking bots. Granted, I am in the type of most advantageous part of the map, but it just seems like really, really like sluggish in a lot of ways. And we could make critiques of Open Front like, oh, is it too fast-paced? Is it that? I don't know. I haven't heard too much of the fast-paced stuff with that. But that's type of first thing. Besides all this, if we look at this, like we can get up a radar, which will, if you read that, it increases the hit chance of nearby missile interceptors. It would be great to know how far around that actually helps out for our SAMs here. We're going to get up some more of those. We'll also get up some missile launchers. The thing about most of these buildings is we're building up, we're going to build up some of our missile silos that I have a critique with, is I feel like most of the buildings in this game, they're just stats. Right? Like we have, what is it? Ports make sense because they're just ports. Like radar, it just kind of increases this other thing. Barracks, that's just increasing your troop gain. Metropolis, it's like a super city. I don't feel like most of these buildings actually do something super, super tangible. It's like, I now have, like if I put down a hospital, I now have 5% increased troop generation. Like, but like, you look at all these other nations, like if this was a multiplayer game, how are you supposed to understand that? And I don't think that's the reason why people have liked games like Open Front. I think people have really been drawn to Open Front. There's actually another YouTuber who made this comment named Leakros, that it's an ultralight grand strategy game, and it's very easy to understand and jump into. And I think a lot of this stuff is pretty easy. Like we can get out our warships, they can steal all this other stuff. Not that that's new, but it feels like with Tactic Front, that there's not something substantially different that like completely changes gameplay in a way that's, I don't know, it's like that's advantageous. So we're gonna keep pushing right here, keep on going in this direction. Oh, I didn't realize we didn't ally Finland. I might actually put up some defense posts around here just because don't want them to push me and bamboozle me with crazy pushes. There's actually one other kind of crazy part of this game that you'll see when we get to the end game, if we can even get there with how long it takes. This is actually kind of a cool thing that we were pushing them, but they were also pushing us at the same time. So we're going to keep on putting up our defenses here. We're going to get up more SAMs because in the end game, you will see lots of missile slime. You already see this. that there's tons of bombs flying across Europe. I think those are the cruise missiles and stuff. We're also going to get out a couple more warships. I'll actually show you. Don't think we're going to be able to see the kind of all the cool stuff. One cool thing that you can get with warships is that you can get them so that they have missile defenses, and if they're in like the right part of the map, they can be really good at defending from cruise missiles. I don't think they can shoot down hydros, if I remember. So we're gonna keep going here. You can see Finland is pushing me with this incredibly fast push. I don't know if defense posts have been upgraded, but there's less momentum in the game for sure, as you can see by me clearing all this. So we're gonna keep on clearing the bots and stuff. We're gonna check some of our alliance timers. Looks like Romania is requesting alliance. I'll actually take Romania's alliance because I want that. I'm gonna get up another SAM right here, protect our kind of noob cluster where we've stocked everything. And just kind of talking about some of the variants in general as I'm kind of clearing all this. I don't know if I'm doing that well with kind of my my troop pushes, because I think I should be paying more attention to this number. Then again, it's all just like so much. I think with the variants, like just in general, if you think like Solar Front's cool or one of these other games, I think what they need to do is I think they need to focus on buildings that are like tangible in the game, not like the freaking hospitals, not like the nuclear power plants that you just get like freaking gold from. They're things that are like, it's a submarine, it's a different type of warship, right? Like I thought, like, you know, you could have a open front game where you have different types of warships like Open Front did in the beginning. Like, I kind of doubt that most of you know this, but when Open Front first came out, there was a destroyer and like a battleship, and the battleship sunk trade ships. And it'd be interesting if you had a game like you had subs that were mobile missile launchers. Maybe you have warships that you could go pull them up to like someone's coast and like bombard them. You might need multi-select for that, just because, like, might be difficult moving big fleets. In Solar Front's trying that, even though their feature's really, really buggy. But that's the type of things that I think make a difference. I don't think people care that my nuclear power plants increased my gold production by 2,000. Like, no one is playing for that. So we're getting all this. We're in a pretty good position. There's lots of bombs flying across Europe. I would say in the past that I definitely thought, and I still do think, oh my god, do you see how much gold we have? What the hell? Maybe, that's actually crazy. One of the problems that they need to fix too, if any of you play on Mac, they have this bug that with the build menu and the control click, if you actually, and this is one of the good things Open Front does, if you try to do it, it opens up the other menu too. So we're going to get up a bunch more of this stuff. I think we need to get up some research labs too, just to get to these higher kind of points. Let's also go get out, not hospital stuff. I think I already clicked on that though. But we're going to get out metropolitan design, and we're going to get out a couple of metropolises to boost up our overall pop at this point. So let's do that. Russia has not been crushed yet. Looks like Belarus might have betrayed. I can't remember what balance this is on, but something we can do this strike packages, which is super cool. You probably didn't catch that, but basically it's just a way to activate all of your missile launchers at one time. We're going to take Finland's alliance at the same time, since general open front logic, you do not want to fight multi-front wars. Let's launch in just one cruise missile right here. Let's see what that does. I don't even know what did I hit it on anything? No. You can apparently launch cruise missiles into the void. So let's do another one of these hits. Activate our missile launchers. And I need to get up. I know you all want to see the freaking action, but I need to get up SAMs. This is the other thing. There's like so many freaking buildings. So many buildings that are all about random stats. So we're going to push right here. One of the things you'll see is Belarus is actually pushing me back. So you see some of this front creeps forward, but my front also creeps forward. And you saw an encirclement there, which that is a cool part of Tactic Front for sure. It's a neat, novel thing. They actually considered adding it to Open Front at one point. I can't remember why they didn't do it. But let's get up some more cities. Let's get up some more barracks. Maybe I need to play this on stream, and that will be the solution to this. That will figure things out. But this is my critique. Like, I'm 13 minutes into a game that I feel like this difficulty is supposed to be easy, and it's just like a slog. It's like a complete slog. Other thing I'll tell you, I can't remember if I mentioned this, I think your troops, like if you get bigger armies, I think they actually require, and I know that Belarus is launching lots of bombs at me. I think they actually require like wages or something. You'll see some split dynamics going on here. So we just, we roll down here. That's all good. We could go try to get out some other warships over there, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go try to get out some of these warships down here. We'll finish off Ukraine really quick. Just do sweeping push in here. Go and get that. And yeah, so next kind of call. Let's check these alliance timers, expiration, kind of standard stuff. Georgia is going to expire in a second. We could put up some more missile silos. Maybe what we can show you... Oh, you know what? We're actually running kind of low on gold. Interestingly enough, we had like so much gold at one point in time, but now we have none. And I think that's in large part due to our number of troops we're supporting on the ground. I also got to check. You know, the other game I played before, the troops and workers ratio, it actually did not add up for whatever reason. So we got 40 seconds right there. One thing we could do in the meantime, we could actually just send a 1% boat down to Turkey right there. Go for them, because I don't know all the consequences of betrayal. I bet in this balance, I actually don't want to donate troops to Finland, because this might be the balance where you donate 30% of your troops and can't do anything. Oh, Netherlands right here. We probably want to do something about them. So let's go do some military strike on them. And I actually don't know if we can accept their alliance at this point in time, just because we have all those bombs flying. And that could be not so good. So you see this, like they're doing a push up here to the north, but we get an encirclement, probably because our push is a lot bigger. So they're still offering the alliance. Finland, we're going to try to offer an alliance there. We just want to get out of as much of this stuff as we can. I'm going to get up some more SAM launchers with this. So this is actually kind of a cool part of the game. This, I do think, is an interesting kind of aspect of this. This kind of point. So you see, I sent out a big attack. We have these pushes and back pushes, which are pretty cool. I probably should not have picked the fight with a nation that has these type of other areas right here. Let's actually try to do something a little bit different. Let's try to get in a boat right here and just try to do some surrounds, basically. Because I feel like that could be a really, really good idea. So Netherlands is launching in all this stuff. Let's go do a military strike. Light up all of our SAMs, send those right across the map, get in this to try to cut off this whole area, and get them out of our freaking main front. Germany is doing quite well, and I don't think I want to fight them right now. So this game actually has picked up the pace in a lot of regards. And you know what I'm thinking too? Kind of thinking of a couple other things. I might be able to launch in like a hydro on the Netherlands and just totally cook them. I think hydros are a little, they're not as strong in this, but we're gonna try to do that. So let's see where this hydro comes in. Yeah, there's so many freaking things on the map right now. So with Germany right here, we got lots of cruise missiles inbound. I hope our stuff doesn't get shot down, and we will see. Germany here, you know what we could do? Let's just see. Do they have any SAM launchers that close? Don't think they do. Here comes in a massive barrage. And is this my stuff? I don't totally know. Netherlands is just like freaking unloading on me. I don't know if it makes sense to start a fight with Germany right now. That's kind of my concern, but Germany is getting ahead. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, you know, I'm not going to do Scorched Earth and those type of things. I'm going to do, let's get this out old-fashioned way. Let's put in a Hydra right here. Oh, their freaking SAM shot it down. That sucks so bad. So here, oh my god, their SAM range is actually kind of crazy. Do you see that? That was actually really crazy SAM range. So I'm going to go just try to nuke all their defense posts and just try to run them over. And see if I can do that. I probably should be doing like some other research or something like that. Oh my god, the freaking menus and stuff. So we've now started a second war with Germany. Gonna see what we can do. This is the part of the game where like my opinion of stuff changes. I feel like when I see elements like this, like these battles, it's very cool. It's kind of visually like hard to tell what's going on playing it. Oh, Finland. Finland, is that a purposeful betrayal? I don't know. They're still neutral with me. We see some various pushes. I might turn this down to 99%. The reason I turned it to that point is because I just have found sometimes that if you turn this to like 50% or whatever the manual stuff is, that it will just drain all of your troops. Oh, and this is the funny thing about how the game changes. Once you get to a certain occupation percentage, one nation just becomes a super nation. And they just get everything. So I'm going to go launch some cruise missiles on Finland. If I can do that. Why is that not launching? Let's go for military strike and hopefully take advantage of their basically super base. So this was the surprise I'm talking about. And this is a kind of cool thing. So all these missiles flying, freaking beautiful and crazy, even though it's kind of hellscape. Let's see how our SAMs actually hold up right here. We probably need, you know what we need? We need we need rapid reload, we need to extend our radar dish, and make it so that we're just a little bit better with all these capacities. And let me just make sure, like, I want to see if I can I just target all their SAMs? Oh man, my game is freaking slowing down, man. I'm so sorry if there was a massive, like, lag spike. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe there are just some problems with performance with Tactic Front 2. Yeah, my game is struggling a little bit. We're gonna do a massive push on Finland right here. I'm also gonna do a slight other push right in this other area. Netherlands is still bombing us, but we're getting a lot more into Europe, so I still feel pretty good. I honestly feel like there's something kind of buggy with boats, too. You can see counter pushes right here in Ukraine, in Crimea, that I don't think they're doing well enough, and I think kind of, I guess we've just had the right balance of stuff that's working. So you see Netherlands right here putting in a push on me. That is actually, that's actually good. That is good that they're doing that. I like that. I like the fight. I like the fight with this. So we're still going. We've got a lot of stalled fronts. I think because we have a higher cap, we should just be able to roll through a lot of this. And let's just do Scorched Earth. Let's light up everything and see what the hell that destroys. So that's gonna send in, I think, distractors and a lot of other bombs. This is a feature I can actually see being added to Open Front. So we're gonna let all of that go in. And we are being pushed by a number of other people, which is fine. I think Turkey, let's just do a massive push on Turkey and just see if we can get them out of the game. And I'm gonna try to do a boat push over on this front, in Norway. Just a second. Try to take out all of this. I think our workers are just kind of doing a lot of work with stuff. So Turkey push, very, very slow. Lots of bombs going. You can see all the stuff coming in. Finland is now requesting an alliance. I think it's too late for that, Finland. I think it's a bit too late. So we see these different type of counter pushes that I feel like if you do the boat around the edge, you can just kind of cook people on this other front. Let's do one more cruise missile strike, see if they have any defense posts left. I don't know if this is, like, programmed bad, that they could do, like, an overkill push or something. One other thing we're going to do with the kind of double front push, we're going to go just try to basically cook this entire front, annex that, and that is good. Finland is still holding out, though. Oh, my God. It's kind of funny, all this. And I don't know, like, looking at, like, my population growth and, like, all these ratios, I don't know if this is the right way to do it or it was bad or something like that. But, I mean, we are making progress. You can see this kind of cool counter push, which is neat. I think one way to just kind of nip that in the bud is just do a push right here, and that should... Oh, it actually doesn't do that. But look at this crazy... Like, do you see how fast that pushed? That's what makes me think there's something kind of weird with that. So with where we're at, I'm just going to turn up our troops to workers ratio and just try to finish the job with Finland. So it's kind of interesting how that was really slow at the start. There's so much chaos with all of this. Yeah. I still don't know what to make a tactic front, because every time I play it, I think like, oh my god, it's so slow, it's sluggish, there's all these random buildings. And then I get an interesting fight like that, where there's some kind of resistance. But I feel like in multiplayer, it might just be like never-ending games or something. I'm sure like the idea is that you could like specialize your nation in different stuff, but I don't know if that's like really a thing. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a stream with it. So we're getting up to 77%, pushing into the Netherlands, into France, crushing the rest of the world. So let me know what you think about this from seeing all this stuff. If you felt like this was an interesting game, you want to see more tactic front, or I should stick to open front, and I will see y'all in the next video. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.